The long dark took everything from us. It took our crops, our countries, and for many of us, our lives. We managed to survive underground, burrowed underneath the corpse that is this earth. So many years have passed, we have lost track of time. Yet there are still those who live with us that remember what the surface once was and long for its return. Balking against the mandates of the ordered government and the qui sustenant, there are those that would dare risk their freedom and even their lives to see one last glimpse of what the surface once was. We are the brave. We are the bold. We are the ones that seek the surface. We seek the land of Viridian, the one that was once promised to us. In the last episode of Viridian, we encountered a mysterious wizard tower in which our heroes, threw chess pieces into a cercination portal and saw a bunch of very weird visions. And now they're staring at this astrogation place, maybe? We're not sure what it is.
What does astrogation mean?
It's like how...
Astronavigation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, navigation for the sea, navy, astrogation for the stars, astro... something like that. I don't know.
I'm staring at this star chart. In the center, there is basically a hole.
Mm-hmm. Like a black dot. A notification of a black dot right there.
Okay. I look around the room. What's up with this desk over here?
Looks like another study desk where you can put tomes on and stuff like that. There's nothing currently on the desk.
Okay. And there is an odd arrangement with some mirrors and a chair.
I was going to ask about that.
Indeed. There are 3 mirrors that are kind of running parallel. Well, not running parallel. They're angled off at...
Yeah, they're like a concave.
Yeah, like a concave arrangement of mirrors, 3 of them in total, opposite a chair.
And is it just a regular chair, or is there anything we notice about it?
So far as you know, it looks like a wooden chair.
I'm going to tuck the star charts into the journal that I'm still currently holding.
Mm-hmm.
And just a quick look at the astrolabe. It seems like a normal astrolabe, right?
It does look like an astrolabe.
All right. I mean, that's basically, at this point in time, a useless relic, but I will say to Krusk, this device was used for navigation on the surface. If we ever make it up there, you might find it useful.
Just the mere mention of the surface, you can see Krust elated. Well, I haven't heard of such a tool, nor do I know how to use it, but if it does help in the surface, I would be glad to have it.
I only know how it works in theory. I've never actually used one, but perhaps between the 2 of us, we could figure it out.
Definitely. Anything that helps, so we can see more of the surface is a great boon. You know, I just noticed there's a desk here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything about this desk that stands out in particular?
Anything that stands out in particular?
With this desk?
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Okay.
Nice.
Krust rubs 2 brain cells together.
You scour the desk and you see a bunch of scrolls of some kind. I think we've established that Krusk is illiterate by your design.
Right.
Okay. You don't know what any of that word scribbles mean, but you assume they're important.
I'll call over to Carrick and hand him the scrolls.
You call over and Carrick's like, He's actually standing next to the chair and looking at the 3 mirrors. I'll get to them in a moment.
I'll hold on to them until whenever he's done.
What's the deal with this bed?
Looks comfortable.
Looks pretty fancy.
Has anybody taken a seat in the chair with the 3 mirrors?
Nope.
I'm about to. I'm standing next to it, and in my mind, I'm trying to figure out if the chair is the exact focal point of the arrangement of mirrors, which, I'm pretty sure it is.
Mm-hmm.
Only one way to find out, Carrick.
Yeah.
Don't think, do.
Great words to live by.
Oh boy.
Speaking of things we should and shouldn't be doing, Decimith, I found a journal about that circle out there, and he like pauses and like sniffs, like, I would highly recommend that you don't throw the king in, and then he's gonna sit in the chair.
Don't give me that bit of information and then expect me not to.
Oh no,
Oof.
I fully expect you to do it. That's Carrick is being petty because of what you did to him earlier.
Oh man.
Vice must flow.
All right. What are you doing with this arrangement, Carrick, I guess?
Is it literally like when I sit down in it, does it look like it's just a dressing mirror? I mean, usually you wouldn't have a chair for a dressing mirror.
True. You stare at the 3 mirrors and, yeah, ostensibly 3 mirrors.
No reflection. His reflection not doing something it's not supposed to be doing. Nothing like that.
Not at first glance.
No
Alright.
animated makeup doing its thing on his face.
New working theory. Either this guy was in love with himself or he was a pervert. So I'm going to get out of the chair.
Can you divine through mirrors? Can you have a conference divination?
I mean, you could, but that is not what I'm spec'd into for magic.
Maybe you weren't doing it right, Carrick. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Try it without pants. I think that's what it's intended for.
Wow.
I'm gonna leave my pants on.
You know not what other butts have been in this chair.
I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Well, I am going to judge you very heavily.
Yeah, he's judging you for leaving your pants on in the perv chair.
I'm not taking my pants off.
Episode
we get
title,
here?
I'm not taking my pants off.
Oh my god.
Nothing, Zoob.
Nothing right now, as far as you can see.
I'm punching the middle mirror.
You try that.
What the fuck?
You know,
Who behaves like this?
So,
Is
Decimus,
Decimus secretly Joe Rogan? What's happening?
that would explain a lot of the behavior. So, Decimeth puts his fist into the mirror, and then his hand disappears.
God damn it. I pull my hand back out. Do I still have my hand?
It looks like you do.
Okay.
Well, that's a charged phrasing. You might want to make sure you still have your hand.
that's what I was gonna say. That phrasing was super specific.
Okay, I slowly put my index finger into the mirror.
From everyone else's perspective, it looks like your finger just gets severed at the tip.
Hand me the chicken.
No.
You have a perfectly good chair you can experiment with right there.
Yeah,
Put your
but-
head in there. You don't use it for anything else.
I'm sorry, but who was it that found out that the mirror is an interdimensional portal? Sure wasn't the brains of this operation. It was Decima.
Decima.
It sure wasn't you either, because that's not what it is. I hold up the journal. I'm getting an idea of what it is, and it's not that.
What is it then? Tell me now.
It gives you visions. In fact, I'll tell you which visions you all have if you tell me which stupid chess pieces you threw into the circle.
I was
Really?
gonna say, Decimith, my guy. I like punching things too, but I don't think we should punch these mirrors. There's just something. Your hand went through it, man.
Yeah, but what if this is a portal to the surface?
Only
stick
one
your
way
head
to
in and
find
find
out.
out.
Just stick your head in there.
Probably when you see the surface, then.
There's still some chess pieces left. Why don't you throw one of those through? That seems to be your problem-solving strategy.
Or a pillow. We got pillows. Says Embren, who totally has been looking for a journal under pillows or money under the mattress or anything like that. Totally not.
It's a bed.
It sure is.
Give me a pillow right now.
I hand him a pillow.
I throw it through the center mirror.
So the pillow severs and then disappears.
It's severed. I don't want to stick my head through it and then be decapitated.
Yeah, well, neither does Malbert, so there you go.
Well, I did stick my hand through it and my hand came back fine.
Allegedly, yes.
So stick your head in. You're gonna be all right.
Zoob, I look at my hand. I see anything different, or is it same old Decimeth hand?
Roll me perception.
Rolls a 20. He has a crab claw.
I like how Zoob's like playing Among Us with us.
Zoob, does a 21?
You look at your hand, and for some reason, you're compelled to poke it with your opposite hand.
Poke.
There's a residual tingle that happens somewhere else in space and time, and then you feel it kind of reverberate down to this hand.
This is the most strange feeling I've ever felt in my entire life.
Oh my god, it's not your real hand. It's your mirror hand.
I'm gonna slap my hand with anything.
You feel the same sensation, and then a moment later, after you feel it in another space, you feel a stinging sensation in your current hand.
I don't like this at all. You know what? I'm not gonna stick my head through this thing, actually.
No, you good.
I've changed my mind. I don't like that I can feel stuff that I can't see from somewhere else. And if that happens to my beautiful, gorgeous head, who knows the consequences that could happen.
It will at least give you a moment to think.
And I'm going to use that moment to think right now and slowly back away from this force mirror thing.
Oh,
Did
shit.
it copy your hand and put it somewhere else?
It's hard to explain, and I don't want to do it again.
You know, you ever try just putting your hand in it again? Maybe you get your hand back.
No. Krusk, you put your hand in it and then put your hand in it again.
Nah, bro, I'm good.
Ugh. I don't like this at all.
At least it wasn't the tail, buddy.
Oh, I hold my tail. I hug it.
In the hand that you put into the mirror, you feel the sensation of your tail between your fingers a moment after the fact.
Oh, God. I don't like this.
I want to poke his hand. What does it feel like to me?
Feels like a hand.
It doesn't look any different where it connects to the wrist or anything.
No, as far as you can see.
And let me guess, I feel the poke of Carrick 2 seconds later somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
So, you know what I just thought about, right? Like that. So, anytime he interacted with that mirror, it was just the center mirror, right?
It was a center mirror, yes.
What about the mirrors in the side?
What about them?
Only one way to find out. You got two perfectly good hands still.
They have not hands. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna
Yeah,
pull,
but doing it the safe way it's not how we operate, so we should all just start shoving stuff in mirrors.
There, come on now.
Decimeth pulls his pants down.
Are you
Whoa!
He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that.
okay?
Say,
Alright,
how
so-
did we get here? I thought we were past curve.
Oh my god. This fucking Three Stooges shit. Alright, I'm fucking going back out into the other room.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of dried jerky that we procured from downstairs, and I'm gonna try to insert it into the mirror on the left.
Okay.
Just the jerky. I'm keeping my fingers out of range.
So you stick the jerky in, and
Mhm.
it severs at a point.
And if I pull the jerky back out,
You notice that it's a different substance. Kind of looks like jerky, but you wouldn't put your mouth in it.
Dude,
Take a
Oh
bite.
my
Take a
God.
bite. And
Amber's
take a
it
bite.
all-
actually laughing.
Get an alternate meat hand. Get a different hand. Go get a different hand.
Go get it.
Decimith, you could have a different hand. That might be a +1 magical hand. You don't know.
I like my hand. Thank you very much. And I'm going to keep it for as long as humanly possible.
All right. I'm gonna dip the mystery end of my fouled jerky into the right-hand mirror now.
You do that, and you pull it out, and it looks like beef jerky again.
Hey, look, it's jerky.
What the fuck?
You could get your hand back right now.
stick your hand in the right mirror. See what happens.
All right. Damn. I stick my fucked up hand into the right mirror.
Okay. A moment later, you pull it out.
All right. Is it normal hand again?
I don't know.
I'm
It
gonna
looks like a hand.
poke
Poke it.
my hand. I poke hand.
You feel the sensation in your hand as you would expect.
No delayed sensation somewhere else.
Nope.
Oh, thank God. Jesus.
Yeah, you literally just went in there and put your moneymaker into the mystery zone.
I have learned a very valuable lesson here today.
Nah.
Always do what your initial gut instinct is, right? Right?
No, please, God. But what if we just jumped into the mirror?
You want me to throw you in the mirror?
No,
I can do that.
Don't touch me.
That's gonna end us up with like, oh, we're speaking, and then it actually comes out into the air a few minutes later. Like I don't want that.
This shit is terrifying. I'm actually leaving this room.
Okay.
There's like literal lag mirrors.
Okay.
Did anyone check out this bookshelf before we leave?
No, I don't think so.
All right, I'll scope it out. Maybe there's some saucy Raven Queen novels or something like that.
Saucy Raven Queen novels.
Yeah.
Well, you do see a couple, but mostly it's intellectual works.
Is there anything noteworthy, like a journal or like a scroll or like anything that might be worth money? Like I don't know.
Looks like smart arcane scrutinous shit.
Another time. We have a backlog library already.
We don't need any more books for Carrick to have to read.
You know, did we toss the pawn piece into that magic circle?
Hold up. I can tell you what it does without us having to do it.
Oh yeah?
I open the journal and go over to the pawn entry.
People scatter, eyes wide. Storms in the horizon?
Tell me about the king.
The king? I told you don't want to throw the king in there.
Yeah, but tell me what happens if I would.
The guy doesn't say.
Huh. Well, when we threw the other pieces in there, we didn't get weird ethereal lag touching of other forces.
Yeah, whatever happened when he threw the king in, it pretty much ruined his day.
Oh, I'd rather not have my day ruined.
I thought it already was just about with your fist and all.
It would have been. It would have been if we didn't fix it. Krusk, you should throw the king into the portal.
Hey, you originated this experiment, all right? And now that you are a theoretical magical scientist, you need to see it through to the end. Don't put this on Krusk.
What if we draw straws?
I was gonna mention that.
Sure.
Draw lots
I
and
prepare 4 straws that all just say Decimith on them.
I don't know why y'all are like this.
well, I don't think that's very fair.
I don't think it's fair that you threw that piece into the circle while I was standing next to it when we didn't know what that circle did. It could have killed me.
Okay, Carrick, listen. I know you're upset, but
Have you seen what happens when I hit something with a lightning bolt?
The same thing that happens to everything else.
Exactly. But my point is, I don't want to be on the receiving end of one of those, and that's exactly what could have happened. That thing could have exploded, it could have sent us all hurtling into another dimension, or maybe just me, and then what? You would have just left me there?
No, of course not. Don't be insane. We would have found a way to grab you out of the next dimension or something.
All right, fine. I think it's important. You're right. I think it's important to know what the king vision is, as much as I don't want to know what it is. But, if you can promise me that we have a little bit of caution in the face of the unknown going forward, I would appreciate that.
All right, I promise, because I don't want to lose my hand again. So,
good.
I was going to do that anyway. So what are we going to do about this king?
I grab the king and walk over to the edge of the circle.
Brace.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah, you guys might want to step back.
Get behind Krusk. There we go.
Move.
I reach over the circle with the king in my hands, and I stop and pull it back. And I look around, and I'm like, just in case this ends as badly as I think it might, I want to go on the record and say Decimith didn't steal that money, it was given to him. And then I throw the king. I throw the king into the circle.
Whose record are you going on? Why is this a thing?
Oh, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, and me without my inspiration.
Oof.
Oh, an
Hey.
18.
Yo, let's
I
go.
take
Let's
those.
go.
Goliaths on the horizon. Giant trolls staring deep inside a fortress. People exploding, falling under the weight and power of these creatures. A single person staring, eyes rolling in the back of his head. Then flashes across space. Viridian. Deeper shades of Viridian. Deeper shades of Viridian. Deeper shades of Viridian. Flash. A giant creature floats over an island. Wings span, stretches out into obscurity. Flash. Flash out.
As soon as the vision's over, Carrick throws himself away from the circle and up against the wall over here. Heavy breathing, he drops down on one knee, leaning against the wall. I think that was visions at the end. Up there.
In the surface?
Yeah, I think that was the end. Before we came down. Or maybe after, I don't know. Those trolls, did they have fabulous hair? Were they the same trolls we fought earlier?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I saw the monsters with the strange harmonics, the big troll things.
Wait, so are you saying that the end is already occurring?
No, I think it was the end of the surface.
Visions of the past.
Yes. Either that was the cataclysm as we were fleeing for it, or maybe those were some last holdouts that tried to stay on the surface. They didn't last. I saw something else, some kind of giant monster floating over an island. I don't know what it was.
Kind of
Did I
monster.
recognize the island itself? Geographically?
History.
Oh, shit.
God
Whoa.
damn.
26.
Erlis.
Erlis?
Mm-hmm. The island near the end of the world. The colony of Erlis.
Carrick.
Beyond the Ool Cage. Or just before the Ool Cage of Anklish religion. Anyway, sorry.
Says God and the storyteller of this whole world to one of the little peons in it. Goodness. it's cool, man. Carrick, you said that somebody was writing down these visions in a journal.
Yes.
So, who is studying the end of the world as we knew it? Or at least as you guys knew it, I wouldn't know. And why?
Well, doesn't it seem obvious? Look at everything we've seen around us. This whole cult is dedicated to going back up on the surface.
At the expense of everyone else?
Seems that way.
They wanted to find out what happened, and I think they found a way to do so.
And you think this magic circle might have something to do with it?
Yeah, I think so. When I first had the first vision, I was trying to use a spell to learn more about the circle. I would like to try that again. It'll take 10 minutes or so.
Do you want some non-stank water first, or a snack?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Well, let's do the 10 minutes thing, though. It's very clear that what's on the surface is now seeping into the underground
Oh, yeah.
because of what they're doing. So,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is if I remember correctly, I had already determined that those troll things were the things that I knew of on the surface when I fled down here.
Yeah.
That vision of them actively destroying those colonists was the most final confirmation we could have needed.
You look back and you can see Krusk being visibly distraught. And because, your vision, as you've described it, goes against everything I was told about the surface. What about the verdant fields? What about the animals? What about the vast mountains? You didn't see any of that?
Listen, I was up there. It didn't look like that at the end. That's why we fled.
But
I wouldn't have gone as an elf, even not a full-blooded one. I would not have gone underground if there was still forest and fields and animals on the surface.
I don't believe it. That can't be true. We have to go. I have to see it. I need to see it.
Maybe, Krusk, maybe it's grown back. Maybe it's recovered, but I need you to be prepared for the possibility that it might not be there when we go up.
I don't know what to do, what to think. I've spent my entire life in captivity, and you mean and been told tales of the Viridian field, the mountains. You mean to tell me that up there it's some kind of hellscape?
It was the last time I saw it.
When was that?
What was that, like over 40 years ago, right, Zub?
Something like that.
So at this point,
There's
oof.
nothing for us left on the surface.
I don't
Well,
believe you. There has to be something there, guys.
We have to go up there to try and stop those monsters, or they're going to come underground and they're going to do the same thing to us all over again. And there's no place for us left to run.
Who knows what it looks like up there?
That giant flying beast might be at the center of it.
Well, I know what I'm going to do. If the surface isn't as I've seen it, and that thing is responsible, will destroying that, killing that creature, will that bring it back?
It could be a start, if nothing else. It's kind of like dropping poison in a lake. If you stop the input, it takes time for it to come out, but it's a start, you know?
It's something.
You guys think we have the chance at stopping the thing that destroyed the world?
Why not?
Decimus, of all the people I've ever met, I don't think you're the one who I would expect to want to just sit and wait for it to come to us.
This is different. This isn't me punching out random fools in the streets or goblins. This is the end. This is different. I can't just punch my way out of this.
Well, Carrick looks around. We haven't come up against anything that we couldn't handle together yet. I, for one, would rather die trying to take the fight to that thing than wait and watch it. And, like, Carrick is, like, overcome by the memories he has of villages being consumed and forests being destroyed and just fleeing ahead of this. He was a child at the time. I don't want to watch it consume everything and everyone like a giant wave on its way to me. I would rather try.
That might be the first thing you've said that I think I can kind of agree with since I've met you.
Oh, so you disagreed with when I said that you didn't steal that money?
Whoa. That might be the second thing that you have said since I've met you that I agree with.
Vindication.
Carrick gets a little smirk on his face, although he's still, like, pale and sweaty. I want to find out what kind of magic makes this circle work. Get some rest, relax. It's gonna take a few.
Anybody want to make a pillow fort? How old am I again? God damn it. Remembering skills off before waiting for an answer.
All right. A medium shot to a wider shot. We see a man who is haggard. Long beard. Long hair in white and silver strands. Eyes rolled in the back of his skull. Stuck in a lotus position. Head lolling. Wider cut. More caves. More things scurrying in the dark. Special thanks to our logo designer Sierra Twazin, to Toys and Things in Danvers, Massachusetts, Reaper Miniatures, and Mongoose Publishing. If you enjoy the show, help the podcast grow. Give us a follow on Twitter at Lords Broken, join the community Discord, and maybe consider offering a small tribute to the old ones on our Ko-Fi. All these links and more can be found in our link tree at linktr.ee/thebrokenlords. Thank you.